この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Mushishi Zoku Shou episode 5, titled Mirror Lake or something adjacent to it. Fun fact, Mirror Lake is a real lake in Yosemite. There are actually a couple of lakes across the United States that are named Mirror Lake, and I assume that there are some outside the country as well because it's like a pretty simple name for a lake. It's a lake that is shiny on the top. But it's a cool little glacier-fed lake that, as far as I can remember, I think I have either hiked around or possibly jumped into. I don't really know. Been to Yosemite a few times though. It's a great little place. Regardless, we're here for episode 2 or episode 5 of season 2, Mushishi Zoku Show. Also, speaking of lakes, I've got this fucking giant lake of a tea mug that's basically a soup bowl with a handle attached. Although, now that I think about it, aren't all mugs kind of just bowls with handles attached? Yeah. Huh. I've got my other mug over here as well, but it's not currently filled with tea. I just grabbed this one from the shelf because I wanted to make a big fucking bowl of matcha. And that's what I got. I got a big bowl of matcha, and it's great. Can you tell that it's already hitting me? I can. Regardless, we are here for Mushishi Zoku Show episode 5, Mirror Lake. I assume that this is going to have to do with something about, like, the lake reflects something about you, or, yeah, no, that's all I've got. I've got that the lake reflects something about the people who go into it or go near it or whatever. 2 episodes ago, we kind of had an episode that was about a lake where a sad, depressed, cold boy jumped into a lake. And then, by pulling somebody out of the lake, kind of overcame his sadness and coldness and depression and stuff. So that was pretty neat. I assume this is going to be a different kind of lake. When I think Mirror Lake, I think maybe there are like snowy mountains around it, but the lake itself isn't covered in snow. It's kind of shiny and crisp, and there's sunlight and stuff, so that you can actually see a reflection off of it, and it looks all cool. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, last week we had the one lake episode with the snow and stuff, and we also had the episode with the evil boy with a demon in his arm who tried to murder us a couple times, kind of, and was really fucked up. Basically being taken over by a Mushi of Decay, which was bad news. Yeah, bad news. So hopefully we get a fun episode here centering around an interesting lake. Lots of water-focused episodes this season. Maybe not that many, but enough. The girl and her father and the chieftain on the coastline, and then the lake with the snow and that kind of stuff. I guess there haven't been that many, but 3 of 5 so far, right? If this one's actually about a lake, that'll be 3 of 5 at least. And I guess even episode 1 was nah, not really. Okay, cool. We're going to watch this, and I'm going to stop stalling, and we're just going to watch it. So I've got episode 5 of Mushishi Zoku Show sitting up and ready to go at 0 seconds on my screen. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description down there, and timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to do a syncy thing, sync up your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version, you're welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready, because the PiP timer will be coming at you now. Let's go. Sweet. Shiva. Kind of want to. I didn't bring up a thing to stir this with, so I'm just going to use. Ow! It's kind of hot. Right on the edge of burning. Oh. I've got most of the words now. That's good. Mm. All right. Hey, yep, this is what I would expect. Oh, hello, a child. Hello, person. Are you running away from something that's going to murder you? Or are you happy running? It's really hard to tell. Because the music is like, yay, and then the breathing is like, uh-oh. Okay, she stopped running, so I assume it's fine. Oh, yeah, that's a shiny fucking lake. Okay. Is that normal shit, or is that a Mushi in the water that's gonna come up and be her? Okay, that's a weird thing, and it's shaped like her. I don't like it. But so far, it doesn't give me, like, super sinister vibes. Just vibes. I was checking myself in the mirror, girl. I gotta get my shit on fleek. Oh, that's weird. That is truly the question, because it's not just water. And that might not have actually been her, right? Ugh. Okay, same shot as the opening. Hello, Ginkgo. Or hello, Ginkgo's box, the true hero. The box of goodies. What are we doing here? Yeah, what are you listening for? Oh, that's the copy. That's the not girl. That is the not girl. Uh-oh. Never mind, that is the girl with the not girl behind her. Ugh. Yeah, how wet is your daughter? Can you fucking imagine? Holy shit. Is your daughter dripping? Oh, the fellow she likes stopped visiting. I see. Is suffering in like a wet way? Okay, this happens a lot? Okay. What? Does she not have a reflection or some spooky shit? Or is she just gonna like dive into the water or something? Like Ring Girl, just fucking dive in there and Oh, okay. No mirror. Good, cool. We can work with that. That's a very straightforward name for a Mushi. Mizukagami. Gotcha. Spooky. Cool. Just they do steal something from it more than just stealing the image. Oh boy, another one of those disappearing acts, huh? Oh, shit. Okay. Great. How about tears? Can they live off of tears? No? How about, you know what? I'm not going to go there. I think you can put it together what joke I was going to make based on the previous jokes I was making. And then we strike. Oh. Oh, that's convoluted. Mm. Whoa. What? Something's weird about that. I don't trust whatever the fuck that was at all. Has she already been replaced or something? No, I don't think so. Why is this mirror so precious? Oh, what is glowing? Oh, we're flashing to why it's precious. Was it a gift from Boyo? Boyo McDudekins? Girl, you are looking at nothing. Oh, signal mirror. Uh-huh. Later! I'm out of here. You can't stop me. Get fucked, Mom! Amazing. Oh, that's the same scene. Yeah. You're meeting with Boyo McDudekins. Hello, Boyo. What's good? My mans. I'm trying real hard to restrain the joke there. Yeah, polish my mirror. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's what he does. Why don't you switch to like branch out, do some knife sharpening? Everybody has knives and instruments and commas and shit. You wouldn't. You got to come with. Yeah. Lol, no. Don't want to be tied down. Oh, buddy. Oh, fuck you, man. You were all right until now. What the fuck? Holy shit. That is not how you do that. So she keeps the mirror unpolished in the hopes that one day, hey girl, just, polish your own mirror. I don't got time for you. You damn tomboy. So that's why she was going to the lake to look at herself because she doesn't have a mirror, and why she was being like, the feminine aspect of long hair, right? Trying to be more feminine and less tomboyish. Fuck, it's all him. Dingbat. Dingleberry. Ooh. Dingus. I like Dingus. That's the classic. That's the Tim and Eric classic, right? Uh-oh. Getting weaker. Getting weaker, no mirror. It's gonna take your place. This forest is dope. It's kind of redwood-esque. I know it's not, but just the bigness of the trees. Much big. Polishing mirrors seems like a very small job, though. Like, you can do way better, girl. Way better. Like, he has no aspirations beyond polishing mirrors more, right? Alright. Being sad. Getting your life drained by a water daughter. Yes, talk to yourself. Spooky. Oh, why would you want to become me? Ginko? Oh. Yep. Hello. Nope. Girl, I'm serious. You gotta... Shit. Hey, wait, what? Uh-oh. What about your parent? Oh, okay. You will cease to exist, and that is what she kind of wants. That could be appealing to someone who hates themselves. Sounds great. Sounds like my life in general, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm fine. Yeah. So, girl, your worth is not based on that fucking mirror polisher, my man. It is not. Okay, maybe he wasn't worth you. Like, yeah. Oh, and that's where you're headed. Ugh. Are you that fragile? Hmm. Do you want to be that frail? Polish the mirror. You know, sometimes you just need to perform a little bit of self-care. Yeah, get some candles lit, set the mood, maybe some nice like aromatics. Get to it. Get polishing that mirror. Hell yeah. I'm sorry. I've made the whole thing a joke about masturbation. I'm really sorry. It's a super poignant episode and I cannot help myself. Yeah, start slow. I'm so sorry. Oh shit. It's right up on the wire. Sweet. Good job. Oh, I'm so sorry. No. 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 Do fucking not go after him. He is not good enough. He's a piece of shit. God damn it. Please be like a different dude or just the Mizukagami or some shit. Or he's traveling with his new fucking wife. Nope. Just a weird mirage. Nobody's been here for a while. Some weird trick of the light? Like, what? Oh. Oh. What? Oh, wow. Okay. Like a raven took that. Well, hell. So here's your moment of deepest despair. And this is when the Mizukagami strikes. Spooky. Water sounds. Gurgle, gurgle. Nope. Hard no. Nope. Girl, you gotta get that mirror. Your body is going to be switched. Move it. It's not there. There it is. Go. You gotta have the strength to move yourself. Yep. Yep, but you gotta take those first steps. You are fading. You are going to die. Yes. Move it. Move it. Only if you allow it. That is what you kind of have been doing. That makes sense. Reflection in the eyes? Is that enough? That's enough! That's enough! The reflection in the eyes is enough. You just have to look at it directly. Oh, you have to recognize your own flaws in order to. Coming immediately after the line, am I going to be somebody who just follows other people around and is nothing by themselves? Oh, because that's her whole core thing, is that she has no self-esteem? That her entire sense of self is based around the validation and worth presented to her by other people, especially that dude, the mirror polisher? Fuck yeah. Well played, episode. Okay, you shut up right now. But I mean, I understand it. You're doing the parent thing. Hi. Saw itself in your eyes, girl. I got it. Your eyes. They're really pretty. Mmm. Yeah, but also, like, in the metaphor, the recognition of self is really important for change. Thanks. Please don't get attached. Yeah, no, I know. Ginkgo's a stud. We get this. All right, girl. Yeah, she's fine. The dad's face. Holy shit. I actually want to clip that. I feel like that would make a great emote from a server. Great emote for the Discord. Hell yeah. And everything is green. Sweet. I actually really like this episode. It's very fun. I also had a lot of fun with it that I shouldn't have had with it. As did she when she polished her mirror. I'm sorry. See? I'm fucking sorry. Mirror Lake. Ah, shit. Ginkgo got a goop monster. Damn it. Hey, no. No. Bad goop monster. Don't become me. Oh, what? But I want your body. No. No. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty freaking cool. Take it somewhere with more nourishment, more minerals and shit. Sweet. And that's end, right? That's just straight end? Sick. Clean episode. Well done, Mushishi. Very fun. Um, this one, all of the parts like fold together. Everything we see about the girl is internally consistent and metaphorically consistent in a really powerful and like good way. I feel like this is an episode that can really grab somebody if they're dealing with esteem issues, um, or like lack of confidence, in themselves, and switch something on in them. I think this is a really potent episode. Oh. And a solid ending visual of a rippling lake. That's cool. Super cool. Hana Madoi. I've never heard Madoi as a word. I assume that it means delusion, and Hana is flower, of course. Into a death thing. We'll see what that means. Let me write that down for a sec. Floral delusion. All right, before I forget, I want to go grab the face of the father when she starts hitting on Ginkgo, because I think he had this face right here. Is there any point where it's more in frame? No, it's just this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna save a version of that. Can I save it as a PNG instead of a JPEG? Yeah, okay. Save it lossless. Great. So I save a version of that. Because I just wanna cut his face like here and see if it works as a squared off emote for just like because that seems like a useful emote. Good, cool. That's all I needed. I like this episode. Partly it's really pretty. The whole shiny lake thing is very shiny and very pretty. I also like how well all the elements play together. We see her in her first scenes very excitedly running into the forest. And we see her like preening, right? Like taking her hair out of the ponytail. And I was wondering what's going on here, because immediately it's this like classical, you see this on a painted scroll image of femininity and womanhood, of like cleaning long hair and pulling long hair and making it pristine, right? There's something about it that ticks some box of this is classical femininity, or like an attempt at it. So I'm wondering what's going on there, and that question gets answered a little bit later, although it kind of floats out of our mind because we're focused on this. I just think it's really important that what we see here is we don't really see her, right? She's kind of like absent within the home, even because she's disappearing constantly, and is like hidden behind things and stuff. It's cool. Okay, so Ginkgo, keeping an eye out for water stuff, sees this happen and immediately goes to investigate, and we find a sad, depressed girl who is sad and depressed for Mushi reasons that mirror real world reasons. So we do a little test, discover that she has no reflection, and that means that in this case, she's unable to recognize the way that she is herself, right? Like, she's fine. She's fine. As in, like, relatively attractive, totally fine, no worries here, y'all. You don't, it doesn't, what that guy thinks of you doesn't matter. But we don't have that piece yet, so we have to wait until we can provide that piece. And we only provide that piece after the mirror polishing thing. She does not want to polish this mirror. And at this point, of course, this is where we get the joke coming in. Here, I'll polish it for no, you can't polish my mirror. Where I make all the masturbation jokes about polishing the mirror. Got it. Cool. But there's a solid reason behind it. She wants the mirror polisher guy to polish her mirror. Side note, primary note, polishing mirrors seems like a shit job. Seems like the worst of the, like, I travel to different towns and provide X service jobs possible. Because fucking anybody can polish their own mirrors. I guess if, like, how many people have mirrors? And how many of them are unable to get some salt and polish their mirror? Like, I assume that he's using salt to do it, right? Or sand, maybe? How can this be a fucking profession? And the answer is it's not. He's already like, it's not good as work for him. He's kind of a shitter. So off she runs to go meet her mirror polishing boyfriend boy, and he's there. Really, my man's just switched to a better profession, like go around town to town sharpening knives. I guess you need more skill to do that because you actually have to know how to sharpen a knife. So exhibit B that he's fucking a shitter. He's not cool. But she's into him, right? She loves him. We never really see his face, do we? No, not really. That's good. That's fine. I'm going to go elsewhere, but then you'll be leaving. What the fuck? I don't want that. Yeah, well, I don't care about what you... All we do is see his face. And he's kind of a shitter. He's not that cute. Buzz off. All right, so I'll wait until you do want to. I'll become your bride. And he's like, nah, let me just not let you down gently and just full backhand you with words. You suck and are not my type of person. But all in the worst way, like calling her a tomboy and being like, I guess you don't have a gentle disposition. Fuck. So anyway, the next time the mirror gets dirty, you can polish that shit yourself. Masturbation. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Okay, so this puts her into a tizzy. This puts her into a bad state. Why? Why is she so affected by this? Well, because like the watery version of herself, she's kind of thin in terms of psychological strength and sturdiness. She doesn't have a very good view of herself. She requires, you could say, she requires mirrors in the world to reflect off of to get an understanding of who she is, right? And when the mirrors tell her that she's not worth anything, she believes it because she doesn't have that, like, internal sense of self, or of self-esteem. But even going so far to call it, like, self-esteem doesn't seem to track here. Just a sense of self, an understanding that I exist, right? The core feeling of like veritas, of I live, or no, veriditas. Sorry, this is a term that I'm familiar with from Kim Stanley Robinson's Mars trilogy, which I highly recommend anybody read. Veriditas. Yeah, Viriditas. Viriditas. Which is like vitality, fecundity, lushness, verdure, or growth. And it's used by Hildegard von Bingen, who is an artist and a thinker. But then it was also used by Kim Stanley Robinson in a non-theological sense to mean the green force of life expanding into the universe. And there's a quote on the wiki page, which is quite helpful. Look at the pattern this seashell makes, the dappled whorl curving inward toward infinity. That's the shape of the universe itself. There's a constant pressure pushing toward pattern, a tendency in matter to evolve into ever more complex forms. It's a kind of pattern gravity, a holy greening power we call viriditas, and it is the driving force of a force in the cosmos. Life, you see. And I really like that term, and I've always liked that term, and I think that's what's lacking here, is that sense of I exist and am a part of the living world, and that is powerful. And that's what I think Ginkgo tries to instill in her when he talks about the difference between Mushi, the non-existent, the non-physical, and us, the living things that have the, quote, the way he puts it is the power of a physical body, something that we all kind of take for granted, right? You can't be without being animate. And there are theories about that as well. The embodiment theory of is it of psychology or of AI or something like that? It's the idea that, at least where I've heard it, is when it's applied to artificial intelligence, it's the theory that an AI it can never obtain true sentience or consciousness without an embodied physical form. And that's part of what separates us as thinking physical beings from non-physical entities that are purely data or purely code, some form of representation of self and our ability to affect the world. But she doesn't have it, right? She needs it from other people. It's not like she's not like growing from within. She's not vibrant. She's not alive in and of herself. She needs someone else in order to get that esteem. And I think that it's fair and it's not abnormal or like extremely rare for people to have a difficult time finding self-worth without someone else. And I think we see this a lot in people who have a hard time not being in a relationship constantly, or not having people supporting them constantly. And I think that's a valid thing because we are social animals who thrive off of, in some ways, the reflected like self that we get, the reflections that we get off of other people. But I think it's also a bit of a weakness of character because it leaves you open to the loss of those people and then a loss of your sense of self, because your sense of self is not self-motivated. It doesn't come from you, but from the outside world. And I think I would also say, I don't think this is true in my particular case, but I think that a lot of content creators thrive off of the validation that they receive from their audiences, off of having that side of a parasocial relationship with the people who watch or read or whatever their content, right? And I think that's maybe particularly true on things like Instagram, where it's very focused on like representing yourself in a specific way to the world and then having their opinions of you reflected back to you. But maybe that's just my like millennial now becoming boomer mentality toward those things. So I don't really know. Regardless, I think it works as a way of thinking about her character in this episode, is that she lacks that growing force from within and that willingness toward life and that want toward life. And I think that that's something that a lot of people who have slipped in anyway toward any form of depression can really relate to, is this idea of like, why even be, right? And we get it comes to a head a bit later when Ginkgo approaches her and tells her, like, oh, you're going to be in a place where you don't have any ability to affect change in this world. Like, you are not going to really exist. And her answer to that is, well, sounds exactly the same as how I am right now. I feel powerless. And I feel like that's a very relatable feeling, especially in today's world, in today's society. There are so many people out in the world, and what we see of those people are like the 1% of the 1% of the most famous and well-known and like creative and whatever people. And so it can feel, and then on, like, there's what we see, and then there's also who has power. And a lot of people feel like, well, if I wasn't born if the fucking elite, if I wasn't able to get myself into top tier politics, or become a corporate owner or whatever, then I'm not going to have any ability to affect change upon the world. The world is so big and I'm so small. What can I even do? And I think that sometimes translates into the feelings like, why should I, an example would be, if you live in a democracy, why should I even vote? My vote is so small. How could I even affect these things? And I think this is a truth. I think it is true that this sort of feeling affects a lot of young people in today's day and age, and certainly has affected me, in this idea of like, well, how can I even have an effect? And I think a big answer to it is, one, you are valid in your existence even if you don't have a big effect, and two, you can have a powerful effect in a much smaller degree, toward just the people who you interact with on a daily basis, family, friends, people you see at the fucking convenience store checkout, right? Sometimes little things can go a really long way. That's not really the point of the episode, but I think it is part of the point of the whole idea, is that even if you're not able to affect change on a global scale, you can affect change. And even if you're not able to influence the specific people who you care about influencing, the way that she really cares about making the one mirror polisher guy love her, she's not able to do that, but that doesn't mean that she's useless or that she's worthless. And I think that putting a lot of stock into the effect that you can have on one person is a little bit foolish, because they're just one person. Even so, like, one person can mean the world to somebody, and maybe that's not the healthiest way of looking at the world. I don't know. In any case, yeah, there's the line. I don't really see much of a difference then. You'll become a mere thing, incapable of having any significant effect on this world. Rough. Can you imagine that as a fucking insult to somebody? You are a thing, incapable of having any significant effect on the world. Oof. Oof. Blown the fuck out, wrecked, wasted. That's a good insult. Shakespearean in its composition, I would say. I don't really see much of a difference then, and we get this look from Ginkgo of like, oh, you poor thing, kawaii soul, but he never shows pity toward her, right? Ginkgo manages this whole situation really well. He never shows pity, is never patronizing, is never contemptuous. After all, he is the one who interacts with those who have no physical form. And as we see at the end of the episode, he is the one who tries to help them too, right? The lowest of the low. It's pretty fucking awesome. And he reaches out with this line, "It's lonely, right? But it could be fucking worse. There's a world more lonely than that one. Those creatures with nothing." And even they, right, having nothing, having no physical form, are constantly trying to break through and become what we already have and what we take for granted. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's a pretty good way of putting things together. That in itself is a testament to the power of those with a physical form. Cherish it, right? It's pretty great. So she polishes up her mirror and sets the mood, puts some rose petals out, gets some candles going, gets some like nice incense in the air, and polishes that fucking mirror. I'm so sorry, but I have to. There is no way that I cannot make that joke. Good shit. Get over it. Polish your own mirror. Okay. So she sees the flicker, goes running, and ends up with this isolated scene where it all falls apart for her, and this creature comes after her. And we have this moment of the impossibility. I can't. But it is just her action of turning around and looking at the self that she could become, right? And stop pretending to be me, recognizing that she wants to be the way that she is. Boom. And it's gone. Just your eyes open. You have to keep your eyes open. Be aware of where you are. Be aware of where you could go. And that's the first step toward getting out of this. And it's perfect. It's perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better way of ending this episode. It's fucking smart. And of course, with her eyes open, she now sees other boys And in this case, she sees the Ginkgo, who is, yes, admittedly a fucking stud. Look at him. He's got a bright green eye and white ass hair, and he's got a little chin, and he's handsome, and he walks around all over the place doing cool things and being nice to people and saving girls from their own sadness. So of course she's like, "Hot damn. I don't want to polish my own mirror. You get over here and polish that mirror. Let's go." And I think that's pretty great. I think that's a very cute way of showing her like snapping into being alive again, because I think libido and being interested in other people is a huge part of that like viriditas, that drive toward life, right? I think that's cool. But off Ginkgo goes on his own journey in order to help the quote unquote the bad guy of the episode. I think this one's really cool. I think the metaphor of it and the core idea of the episode is really, really strong and really well executed. I also find it very fun that there's a really easy masturbation joke all the way throughout the episode. And tee hee 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 hee, I'm 12, so I find this funny. And all in all, a good set of characters, a good conundrum, a good problem, a cool mushi, and a resonant concept. I like this one a lot. This is a cool episode of Mushishi Zoku Show. IMO. Hell yeah. Um yeah, I'm good with this. I like it. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next one. So let me take a breaky thingy, do a sinky thingy, and I will be back in a moment for Mushishi Zoku Show episode 6. See you in a moment. Peace. All right, welcome back. We're good to go for episode 6. It feels strange to come off of that episode and how like light it ended up being and how much fun we had with it, and then to listen to Shiver again is kind of crazy. But this episode is titled Floral Delusion. I wonder if this is going to be somewhat similar to the episode of the dude or the kid who kept falling asleep in the winter and like with the spring and stuff, where it's like a floral mushi that makes people hallucinate or some shit. That would be my immediate guess, but I don't really know. It could be freaking anything. So let's watch the episode and we will find out. Episode 6, beep beep timer. Let's do it. Hmm. Cherry blossoms. Oh, we got some narration. Ooh. Creepy. Creepy. Okay. Weird intro thing we've got going on. We got another girl. Oh, what? That is not a real person. Way too pretty. Way too pretty. Not good. Very scary. Ah, beautiful women. Ah. Ah. Somebody cut that and clip it out of context. Oh. A spooky cherry tree. Ah. Ah. He. Medicine that can cure any pain, eh? Sounds like some good shit. It doesn't have any flowers on it. That's not right. There are other cherry trees that do have flowers on them. Something's wrong. Okay. I was worried that she was going to be like, what are you talking about? There are tons of flowers on it. Anya. I need some of the juice. Got any of that opium? Got any of that opium? You can't make it. Nah, I'm good. The one thing. Okay, cool. Hope he doesn't make that medicine out of, like, the bones of a healthy family member or some crazy, creepy shit. Don't touch the tree. Yeah, it's a big boy. Oh. Little buds, though. I don't think so. Oh, what's inside there? Uh-oh. That's some goopy mushy stuff. That's because she fucking wasn't there. That is the soul of the tree. And she's sick. Yeah, because she ain't real. Hello, pretty lady. Is she attached to the tree? What's going on with her fingertips? You see that? I don't think so. I think she's a tree. Well, so yes, kind of. Why are you talking to my girl? Why are you talking to my girl? Does he use the foam for the... But... Does he use it for the medicine? Like to take... Because he said he was going to prep the medicine and he came out here. I'm sorry, I just walked a girl here who was coming to you as a doctor. Okay, yeah, classic grafting. Okay. Thus the yes. I don't believe you. But I don't know what's going on. I thought I had it locked down that she was like the spirit of the tree or something, but no, I'm not sure. I don't believe him when he says that she's a relative. Oh. Tippity 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 toe. Gotta get some foam. Take away the sense of pain, right? Hi. He knows. Oh, it's invisible to people. It's mushy goop. Not a chance. But it's useful. But it's bad. That's kind of familiar, right? That's actually a really dope way of looking at things, dude. And he agreed. I'm into it. You can't do it. I guess I'll just look at your research and maybe you can. Oh shit, really? Mm. Saho's always been here. Of a beautiful woman near the tree. That was the first dude with the little chin beard, huh? The first guy. Yeah. Oh, he found a baby under the tree? In the nook. Whoa. Yeah. So she grew up that way. Ah. She wasn't pregnant, yeah. But drank the sap. Heroin baby. Kind of legitimately. In the weirdest way. Ooh. Super slow growing, huh? She is a mushi herself, right? Has to be. He went to the farm upstate. That's so weird. Also, I wonder who this voice actor is. Masaki. I don't think he's Yorokobe Shonen, but he's similar in a weird way. Okay. I wonder if she's really a human. Yeah. That actually makes sense. But it'll probably make her ugly. And make her like 80, so she'll probably insta-die. Yeah. Yeah, no chance. No way, man. Woo! Found a fucking library of hidden knowledge. Hell yeah. Oh, Jesus. That's new. We gotta have you eat some more foam. Oh, there's the girl. What? What? That's some bullshit. No. Oh, wow, I can't see anymore. And that makes Saho better? Right, 80 years. But they look way older. Their whole family's been taking the sauce, right? To live longer. They've been using their own product, huh? Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, what? Wait, what? You need to steal the life of other people or some shit? Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, buddy. Let's not murder anybody today. Oh, no. That's why she's like that. Oh, no. He's gonna come at you with that axe, my man. I hope you are ready. Uh-oh. So what? Okay, I'm starting to think he is Yorokobe Shonen. Whoa. Let me die. Let me die. That's not what she's worried about. She doesn't want you to kill people, dude. No, I think she... A lot. At least 8. Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking weird. That's abnormal. Oh, shit. No, let's get the fuck out of here. Y'all can burn. This place bad. Will the tree catch too? No, it's further out. It will. It will burn. Good. What? No, it's the foam. Trying to escape. Yeah. Uh-oh. Everybody stop breathing. Everybody close your mouths. Oh, Jesus. I go with the wind. Oh, she's gonna turn 80. She's gonna insta-turn a 300. Full Crypt Keeper. Withering away. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? So this is an episode about obsession. End? No. A little bit more. Aftermath. Okay, can we just admit that that guy is a multi-murderer, right? Oh, okay. But Saho's gone. Good. Probably good. Tell me they're not gonna find a fucking baby. Or some weird shit. Tell me that the cycle does not continue. This cannot continue. No, that's it. That's Hard Fiend? Ugh. Weird episode. I don't even know what the metaphor is here. Just the obsession and entrancement with beauty, and also the desperate desire to hold on to what you have. Creepy. Creepy. This, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of another flower-related episode. The episode where they're using flowers to keep making like the immortals of the village, right? Yeah. The gift or whatever they called it. And it becomes like a power thing. But it's not really like a power thing exactly. It's just a desperation of holding on to this one thing, the beauty that they see. Gardeners, right? Spooky. Spooky ooky. The reason that it reminds me of that is because it's not the Mushi that are like wrong or bad or evil or whatever. It's the people. Cool. Next one, Cloudless Rain. It's a cool title, Cloudless Rain. Cool oxymoronic title. I love the whole intro sequence to this where we get the narration and the like it gets spookier and spookier with each of the 3 refrains of the same kind of line. Super neat. And setting everything up with the intro of the great grandfather 8 generations ago. Crazy cool. And this ethereally beautiful woman who is obviously linked to the tree. Super neat. We meet this character so that we can save her. She's great. And I think that's really good. We show him in shadows constantly, and now that I see him, I already wrote it down. Masaki voice actor, who dis be? I would like to know who that voice actor is, so give me a moment to look it up. I think I'm going to go to ANN for that. Masaki episode 6. Yeah, that's Mitsuru Miyamoto. Maiza Avaro in Bakano. Okay, I don't think he really has any roles that I would super recognize. There are a couple that stand out, like he's Tetsuji Bondo in Psycho Pass 3, but I don't even know that I ever saw Psycho Pass 3. He's Heinz in Monster. He's Slain in Lodos, Record of Lodos War. Mizuho Daita in Kokaku Kido Tai or Ghost in the Shell. And a couple of other roles that are pretty cool, but I wouldn't recognize any of them. And he's most certainly not Yorokobe Shonen. He's just not. So that's cool. I do really like his voice, and I think he works really well for this role. In a similar way that like Yorokobe Shonen works for his role, where this guy is like calm and quiet and like confident in his voice, but in a way that belies a creepy underneath, and I think that's really cool. And all the framing around him is really dark, and he stands in shadow a lot, and he's spooky. Weird goop stuff. We see that she's wearing this thing around her neck, which kind of sets up. Like I noticed the piece of clothing. I was like, that's a cool piece of clothing. That looks good, but I wasn't aware that it like there's a different skin tone underneath of a withering body that's dying because they keep fucking grafting her head onto other trees to make them have beautiful blossoms because they're fucking obsessed with this lady. That's super creepy. I dig how creepy that shit is. It's a really, really solid spooky horror story. Mushishi can nail its horror in a really cool way. Like this whole nighttime experience, and Ginkgo gets to be the jump scarer with his lantern and be like, "The fuck you doing, man? I knew you were getting that sap. What's up with that? What are you doing with this foam?" So he invites him in, and in the same like night, in a different room, attempts to murder a girl so that they can graft her long living head on top of the person. Fucking awful. I don't know what the metaphor here is, other than the human obsession with beauty and the willingness to go really far to hold on to what we have. But it is fucking creepy, and the whole like pulling up the axe and Ginkgo's doing the detective work and going through all the records is fucking amazing. And the moment where Saho goes, "Don't do it, fucking don't," and he takes it as, don't worry, I won't let you die. Don't let me die is what you're saying. I understand. No, she does not want to keep living like this. Fuck off, man. Stop it. Get some help. But ending with a really cool scene with the foam blooming out and starting to float away. Super creepy, super cool. I like this episode a lot. I also hate it because, but I like it a ton. And the cherry tree itself, like that's the same tree, and it ends up blossoming for real with the poison gone, right? Like its blossoms happen regardless, and all it needed was to burn away the goopy sap that was actually harming it, it seems. So that's pretty interesting. There was a toxin here, and the toxin was the human beings who were obsessed with keeping it one particular way, when really nature should be allowed to run its course, is how I guess I'll see the episode. It's not quite as clear cut as of a metaphor as the previous episode, but I think it works. And as a horror episode with like, we go to a creepy house and a doctor is there and it turns out he's a murder doctor, is pretty fun as a premise. That works real well. Super spooky, very unpredictable. I definitely did not have a lock on what was going on in this episode, whereas in the previous episode, we kind of locked it down pretty quickly what was happening there. This one was twisty and turny and a very cool chapter of the Mushishi story. I like it. I think it's good. Cool. I don't have much more to say about this one. Of the two episodes we watched today, definitely episode 5 I think is my favorite. My preferred episode of the two, just because it says so much, and we were able to jump off of it into a lot of, I think, useful thoughts about self-worth and like willingness to be and desire to grow. But both of them are about like in no, there's no there's no similarities, I don't think. Never mind. Not even gonna make a thing about it because I don't think I can put it together. So yeah, cool pair of episodes of Mushishi Zoku Show. Love it. Love to see spooky shit like this. Love to see really good symbolism like the previous episode. Yeah, solid pair. Love it. Um, I'll wrap there. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Mushishi Zoku Show, episodes 5 and 6. I hope you've enjoyed them as much or more than I have. If you've got your own thoughts on this episode in particular, or if you've got things that resonated with you in episode 5, or ways that you want to express that, or if you want to share any part of your own self and stuff, you can throw that stuff in the comments, and I'll read it, and maybe some other people will too, and maybe you can have a bit of a small influence on the world by doing so, and I think that would be really cool. Regardless, I will see you next week for more Mushishi Zoku Show, and yeah, see you there. Peace.